Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laughing. Confirm breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. Now traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal platoon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad. Want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend. Or get trapped again.
That's right, guys. We got to trade with the trend. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. So let's make this money. Part of trading is being patient and waiting. You know, of course, I've been updating the group. Just let them know that, you know, we missed the move, and it's okay. We're going to miss the move. And I would rather be safe than sorry. And there was a lot of coins that went up without really creating a pivot, and it just continued going up. And for those, could it go up another 15, 20, 30%? Sure, of course. But I don't want to chase. So I wait for them to retrace and then potentially showing us if they're going to break the low, newly created low, or break the high. And then it shows us, okay, there's still strength. Or, all right, well, it's retracing. Hopefully it'll retrace to the 38%, maybe 50%. We'll go over all that in just a little bit. And then we can enter the trade, potentially either going up or down. And I just updated the group right now, just made them a video, also made a video for the YouTube members. So if you're not a YouTube member, I strongly recommend you do so. Well, first, I recommend, of course, get into the group. You get into the group, of course, you know, this is what you get. You have access to me almost literally 24/7. In addition to that, I'm always watching these charts. literally all day long. I do nothing. I don't have a life, guys. I just watch these charts. So you can have a life, so you can, really leverage your time. And I let you know when the market, I think, is either turning or at least possibly the moment that we've been waiting for is, coming up. And that's where we're at right now. Again, I updated the group. I posted a video for the YouTube members. And now let's see if we can find some charts. All right. So let's do it, guys. Let's do it. If you're curious about the group, send me a message, trade_intuition. And I have a video that pretty much explains the group. There's no pressure. There's no sales pressure. I don't like what I just showed you. It's not something I'm selling, something I offer. I show you how to trade here. So you don't need to join my group to learn how to trade. Granted, yes, you'll learn faster, but you don't need it to learn. Watch my videos. Join these live streams. Let's see here. TA on ETH 5-minute chart. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And see right here, meet Damien. He's a trader. He's a scalper. He's a investor. And he knows, in my opinion, that right now we need to look at the smaller time frames so we can potentially, and that's what I just told the group as well, these trades that we're going to get in, if we get in, again, not financial advice, we want to treat them as scalp trades. And if the scalp trade happens to go over a few hours, maybe an intraday trade or a day trade, then potentially we can write them out for a swing trade, 3 days, maybe 5 days. But it just all depends, because they could retrace until it bounces again off of the 382 level, 0.5. We'll go over that in just a moment. And then if it does, hopefully our first target hit, we moved our stop into profit. We get stopped out. Okay, no problem. Now it's going up, and it just had a nice healthy retracement before it continues the momentum up. But what we don't want to do, we don't want to chase. All right. And of course, I still haven't figured out, I really haven't even tried to see as far as the chat, bring it up. Like if I click on this, no, it's still doesn't come up. I don't know why. But I had to do an update on the chat, and now that I did the update, it brings up the whole thing. And I'm looking for it right now. I can't find it. I have so many different things. That was at the very top. Got a bunch of more songs. Here, Joe, you're slowing down. I know it. But I don't see the chat. I mean, I see the chat, but I don't see the, oh, here. See how it does all of this? I don't like it. All right, but we're going to look at ETH, 5-minute time frame. ETH, 5 minutes. Very good. So here we got Duality C in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Duality C is first. Congrats, my friend. We got Medina in the house. What's up, Medina? Appreciate you, man, very much. We have OG1. What's up, brother? What is up? Meet Damien. Thank you, Meet Damien, for that. Meet Damien is another YouTuber. Here's his stuff right here. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat. If anybody else comes in, I will put their stuff in the chat as well. But definitely check him out. He does crypto, he does stocks, he does just overall thought process on the market. So that's very important. Let's see here, just really quick. We did this earlier today. This is the liquidations heat map, and we're going to look at the 24-hour really quick, just to see where we're at. We have a lot of liquidations right here. 139 million 0.6 at 108, 108.4. We're really close to it. Could we come down before going up? Possible. Or could we come up here for 122.55 million at 110, 586? Possible. We're really close to this one. We might come down to this one before maybe going up. Let's go to the 12-hour time frame. Now, the biggest thing here is, are we going to come down or go up? I don't know. All I know is that it cannot go down here and get this liquidation area unless it breaks this level. It can't come up here unless it breaks this level. So that's why I trade level by level. Very important. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Let's see who's getting liquidated. Total liquidations. We have longs getting liquidated, on the 1 hour. 4 hour, longs getting liquidated, 12 hour. This is when it flipped. So right, the price was going up because the shorts were getting liquidated, but now the price is coming down. And this is what it's all just been chop. It's been a lot of chop, So let us look at Bitcoin, and then we're gonna go and just look at some charts, see if we can do some stuff. All right, so right now it is coming up. Let's go to, let's see here. What did I have here? I have a lot of thought process. I gotta clear out all this stuff, but let's go ahead and clear this as well, just so we have a new thought process. This is the stuff that I was doing for the group, and let's go ahead and delete this as well. Like this as well, this. And these were just levels that I'm looking at. Okay, so let us look at the daily. Let's see what's going on. As far as the daily goes, we mentioned here we had our high, we had our lower high, potentially a lower high. Notice my terminology, my verbiage. I always say potential. When we were here and we were coming down, I was saying this is a potential lower high, because we don't know until it starts coming down even more. It's like, all right, lower high. But it came down and then it went up. And if it continues going up, well, then now it's a higher high. And then more than likely, looking at rejection right around 112.888, if it does come up this high. And then this is the zone that I'm going to get bullish on once we enter this, because for one, we are all-time highs, and for two, we're traveling in this zone that potentially we can continue going up. But until we go here, until we break the level, I'm always about the levels, until we break the level, more than likely, I'm just waiting for levels to be broken, whether to the downside. Like here is one of our major levels, right around here. This is another zone from the previous from the previous cycle to this cycle. So this is another zone that I have here. And if we break this below this, well, then we just keep on going down until we bounce. Just like this, we kept on going down. We came up, and then we didn't break this level again. We broke this level, and then we came down, and then we didn't break this level, but we created another level. Okay. Then we broke this level again. All right. So we're still going down. And this is why when I'm showing you how to trade, this is why I show the importance of these levels. Like it doesn't matter divergence. Well, let me take that back. If you use divergence and you're successful, great. If you're using point of control, value area highs and lows, and let's see here, there's so many different things, moving averages, I mean, all that's great. But until here we broke another level. Okay, so we're continue coming down until we break this level. I'm looking for down, more down, but then we break the level. Because we break the level, now it's like, okay, well, it might be changing, and then now it comes up, and this is the level we don't want it to break. And this is a really weak level. This is a really weak level as well. Then we're coming up here and we're kind of going here again, really weak level. And the reason I'm saying it's a weak level, because there's not a very strong pivot. It just kind of went sideways. Here it went up, nice and sharp, very nice pivot. Came down, very nice pivot. And here it did trap shorts. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it trapped shorts. Was I shorting? Nope. Was I telling my group to short? Nope. I think we entered one short, and I think we're still in it. But we moved our stop loss up in pretty much right at break even. Our first target hit, which was great. We don't post a bunch of charts like everybody else. That way, when we post results, there's a really good chance that you're in them. But this one, it was, and if they're little results, I usually don't post them. Who wants to see, a 5 or 8%, win, yes, 3, maybe 5x leverage. No one wants to see that. It's not sexy. People want to see 40, 50, 80%. But we do get these small wins, just don't post them. But this was a level that people were waiting for it to break. Sure enough, it broke it. And on a smaller time frame, I'm sure people entered. And look at this. Beautiful bounce off of this trend line. And then it came up. shorts got liquidated, stocks got stopped out, and then now it's starting to roll over and it said nope, boom, we had this really nice explosion. And if we just click and hold, let me try it again, click and hold, it shows you the different candles, which is pretty cool. It's an update that I guess they did. I don't know if this has always been here, but I noticed this a few days ago, maybe a week. So if you just click and hold, you can kind of just move your mouse over and you can see all the stuff. Instead of just looking here, you can see it right here, nice and big. So just click and hold. So we had a $3,000 move, 3% move. Pretty nice on that day. All right, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. What are we looking at? 1 hour time frame. I started seeing, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking, because we had this really nice move up, I'm looking for a retrace. I'm looking for a retrace for a potential something like this. You know, we were up, potentially coming down to maybe this area, to possibly this area, before, you know, doing this number, decision point, attacking this to attack this, or coming down and coming for this. So right now we're just kind of waiting, but as we're waiting, we can still make these small trades, scalp trades. And if we go to a smaller time frame, 15-minute, we can see this is what I'm looking at. I'm literally, you know, I have these on several different monitors, and I'm looking at this. That way I can update the group when they need to be updated, when I see something. Of course, I did make a video where I showed them, I said, look, it bounced here, it bounced here, it broke this level, it went and it found rejection here, resistance, came down, broke this level. Now, of course, I was in a short, I want to say, I think I entered my short here. I entered my short here, and as it's coming up and doing this number, I end up moving my stop loss to where I got stopped out. I believe in profit. With the fees, I believe in profit. Then, as it's coming, doing this number, I entered again. Granted, it's a little bit more aggressive than waiting for the break, but I entered again, and then now it's coming down. And let's see if it gets rejected here. If it gets rejected here and it comes down, now, why did I draw this? This all pretty much comes down to the, use your fib retracement, use your magnet tool, go to the absolute low, to the high, right there. I'm looking for potentially a 382. This is the minimum that I would like to see a retracement, but on average, I love to see the 0.5. And once you do this, a lot of times, you get pretty good at your accuracy as far as the percentage of the pullbacks. Hey, we got Porky in the house. What's up, Porky? So for Porky, of course, he's another person that I do love watching. I caught a little bit last night, Porky, but I was already in bed. It's like, man, I don't want to say hi and then bye really quick, but I did go in there and I did smash the light, watched it for a few minutes, and then I crashed out. Then tried to go to sleep earlier. See here, Porky not going out tonight, but sent a link to your live stream to his Discord members. Okay, smash the light, very good. Awesome, man. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we have Meet Damien, put that one in there already. We also have Road Dog. Road Dog should be coming back probably in the next day or two. Just give you a heads up. See, Porky says, that was part of your dreams. Man, I actually dream about the charts. All right, so let's get back to it. So this is what I'm looking at, you know, a retrace to about here to maybe here before we get a bounce to potentially do a lower high. Everybody freaks out about lower highs, and I love them. I want to see a lower high, because what it's doing, it's showing me, it's kind of like, you know, you're gonna try to, you know, bust through a door, and the first time you go, you back up, you see right here, you're right here, you back up and you try to bust through the door, and man, it's pretty heavy. And then now you back up again, and then you try to bust through it again. Like you're trying to kind of see how, for the first time, you're like, okay, the door is pretty hard. You come back, and then you try to break it again, and then it's like, and then if you do finally break, you know, this level, you're like, okay, I can see, you know, the doors coming off the hinges, and it's like, Joe, why are you talking about violence? It's not violence. And then of course, you know, our next step is breaking this. All right, so that's my little analogy. Let's do a forward, but I am looking for this right here. And if it breaks below the 618, I get kind of worried, or into this golden pocket, just because it could potentially, you know, from here do this number and then come down. But it'd be great for my short though. And again, I'm in a short. But let's go ahead and look. So what I think is going to happen for Bitcoin, and I'm not sure what I'm doing here. What I think is going to happen for Bitcoin, I do think that it's going to continue possibly coming down. One more. Good Lord, I look like a rookie right now. Let's just do this again. And thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. So let's just move this over. So I do think we're going to come down, and this is expected. You know, what goes up will come down. What goes down will go up, unless it's a rug pull. But there's a really good chance that because we had this really nice move, the higher likelihood of it coming down is there. Does it have to? Nope. It didn't do it here. I thought, and so what I always want to show, because anybody who has anything to sell, which I don't have anything to sell, but anybody who has anything to sell, they show you stuff that makes them look right. For example, what goes up will come down. Here, I'm showing you that my thought process was wrong, because what I do is I show you the reality of trading. I have nothing to sell you. Yes, I do have a group, and with the group, it's basically to access me, and basically 24/7. And of course, all the updates that I do when they're needed, but I have nothing to sell you. If you want that, great, get it. You know, you learn how to trade here for free. Ask questions. Ondo, yes, definitely, man. We will do Ondo. Ondo. Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate you, man. But here, I'm thinking we're going to come down 38%, maybe 50%, and it didn't. It just continued going up. So this is when we're looking for these other levels, break of the highs or break of the lows, to determine if we're going to go long or short. And what we're doing really is we're scalping, and you know, eventually they're going to turn into a longer term play. But right now I am in a short for this one. I explained that already, why I did that. Right now we are currently making lower highs, lower lows. Minimum I would think it would come down to, and we can see the numbers here, 107,961 or 107,415. Could it go up from here? Sure. But it's just healthy for the movement to at least come down in here, maybe here, before continuing up. All right, so let's go and get started, guys. Let's look at ETH, 5-minute time frame. Let's do, I'll tell you what. What's this one? So these are some that I'm looking at. So ETH, and I have my alert set too for the ETH. Let's delete everything. Of course, we're gonna look at the 5-minute time frame. ETH, man, looks horrible. Looks ugly. Looks so ugly. Look at all this chop. Literally just chop city. So let's go ahead and identify this. We're gonna go to the 5-minute time frame. We're gonna. These are my zones. We're gonna do the daily. Then we're gonna do lower time frames. So this is my other zone, or rather my other level. Did I get it? No. And it's above the midline. Let's go ahead and do the midline here. Slightly above it. Okay, so that's the daily. This horrible chop. Then everybody got bullish, and then poof, stopped them out. Everybody got bearish. Poof. Like I would have been bearish here. You know, I would have gone to my target here, second target maybe here, and I would have gotten stopped out. It just, if you don't need to be in a trade, don't be in a trade, guys. You know, treat these as scalps, set stop losses. You're gonna get stopped out. It's okay. Getting stopped out is part of the game. Nobody likes losing, and people who have groups to sell you, they don't like talking about it. And so I don't have anything to sell you. I talk, man, I tell you my wins and my losses. I don't care. All right, so we can see here, Beautiful rejection, beautiful, you know, just beautiful. It's respecting this midline. Now price did come up. I would look for a very small short to maybe about here, but we're going to look at that in just a second. Do we have anything over here? A higher high? For me personally, whenever I'm looking for divergence, I like looking at the histogram. I don't really look at the RSI. I look at the histogram. Why? Just my preference. All right, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour, no divergence. Higher high. Starting to roll over, and this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been, you know, talking to the group pretty much all day today, you know, and yesterday, in reference to whenever we have run-ups, if we miss it, you know, because we're thinking maybe, you know, the market's just choppy, or we think it's going to come down and it ends up breaking our level, instead of chasing it way up here, let it come down. It's okay, let it come down. But what if it goes up another 15, 20, 30%? All right. Like once you have that mentality, you're going to be good. But if you have the mentality to say, oh man, it went up 22% already, I'm going to enter the trade, and then it goes up another 8, and then boom, comes down. And then maybe now, because the market's so choppy, it reverses. It's like, oh crap, I keep on getting stopped out. Problem? Always getting stopped out at loss. Solution? Are you entering too soon? Are you waiting? Are you setting your alerts? Are you having your stop losses too tight? You know, so there's always a problem solution. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. On the 15-minute. So for me personally, I would like to see it come down a little bit more, and we're going to actually do this extension leg. And I would like to see it come down at least to the 382. Now, all of this depends on Bitcoin. It really does. So if Bitcoin starts going up, more than likely it's going to continue taking the market with it. But if Bitcoin goes down, well, then more than likely some of these coins may come down. Now, once again, I've been looking at these charts all day long, and I've noticed that, so that's a huge benefit of joining the group. You're leveraging your time, because I'm always looking at these charts. But I did notice that when Bitcoin was kind of coming down, these coins were still going up. The FOMO, the momentum was still with the alts, but now they're starting to roll over, and that's what we want. We want the rollover. We want to catch that rollover so that potentially we can do a quick scalp, maybe a few hours before it finds a level 382, 0.5, before it reverses and then maybe continues up, or, you know, continues to the downside. So right now, 15-minute time frame, you said 5. Okay, 15 minutes. Do I see? Oh, I see bullish divergence. So I don't look at the whole thing as one hump. I call them humps. I see one hump, another hump, another hump. So we have a lower low, and we have a low. We have a low, but then a lower low. So this is our divergence. Our divergence potentially played out if this continues coming down. The divergence is playing out if the price goes up. This is why I don't trade divergence, for the statement that I just gave. We don't know if the divergence finished playing out unless we have more candles that come down, or if it continues going up, well, then the divergence is continuing to play out. So what I do is I look for levels. It broke this level, awesome. I would like to see it come up to the 236 area and then roll over. This is what I would like to see it do. Come up here to where we do a lower high, which is fine. Come down. Here is our decision point. 50% of this move. Here's our decision point. What are we going to do? Are we going to now go up, or are we going to come down? So for this one, maybe we do something like this. See here, Damien says, I like looking at the histogram MACD instead of the RSI on similar time frames as well. Oh, okay, awesome, man. Yeah, for me, I love it when I see other traders using the same methods I use, and then, or if they use different methods, I like that too, because then it's like, oh, well, why do you use that? Like, what are you looking at? What are you looking for? And that way I can like kind of see like how their brain works. So that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. All right, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute, what do I see? No divergence. Let's see here. We have a low, higher low. We have a low, lower low. So here was a bullish divergence, and the bullish divergence was playing out. Then it had its little pullback, and it's continuing to go. So you could, in essence, say the bullish divergence is continuing to play out. For me personally, I would not short this. Yo, I'm not looking for shorts. Well, I'm just letting you know. Porgy says, everyone smash up the like. Yeah, smash up the like, guys. Smashing the like does help support the channel. It's a free way to say thank you for me not charging you, showing you how to trade. Like all this stuff that I show you, you don't need to join my private group or, you know, anything like that to learn how to trade. I show you all here. I give you all my secret sauce here. There's nothing that if you want to leverage your time, join the group. If you want to learn faster, join the group. But ask me questions. And that's one thing I love. I love questions. For one, it shows you that I know what I'm talking about. And two, maybe these are questions that other traders don't even know to ask it. There was a lot of questions when I first started. Man, I didn't know to ask. It takes experience. You know, it's like, oh, you know, this and this happened. Why? Oh, it's because of X, Y, and Z. Oh, okay. But before I didn't know because I didn't experience those certain things. So again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have questions that you had when you were a beginner, you know, let me know. That way, of course, I can answer in my own personal way, which may be different than yours. And hopefully it aligns with your thought process. If it doesn't, hopefully you're open to my thought process. And if you're completely like, man, Joe, that's rubbish, well, then we can have like a discussion, you know, because I do love that. I don't ban people or nothing like that. Joe, get on with it. All right. 5-minute time frame. Lower lows, lower highs. For me personally, I would not think about going long until we break this level, 25.80. I wouldn't think about going long. Now, granted, I would lean more towards the shorts just because they ran up already. Because they ran up already, I would like to see, and this is healthy, for the price action to retrace and then potentially, you know, try to fight back up. But what I want to see, of course, if we're doing shorts, I want to see the breaks of the lows and not of the high. We start breaking the highs, move that stop loss. For a short, now a lot of people, a lot of traders, they love doing this. They love, let's say, price does something like this. And what they love to do, I mean, granted, I would too. So this is a bad example, but they love to go right here to short, because more than likely what we're doing is we're starting a range. And this is our mid-level. This is a bad example, Joe, but you know, you can short here. But for me personally, it depends on the market too. Because if the market is bullish, like I don't want to short here. Or if the market's starting to get bullish, I don't want to short here, because more than likely it might come down in here, 50% of this leg, this little small extension leg, and then bloop, and go up. However, everybody who has a course on how to range trade, they'll show you this, and they'll hit the play button on the replay. They'll hit the play button, and they will show you that it comes down here, and they look like a genius. And then you long here, and then you short here, and they look like geniuses. But guess what? They already know what the replay button is, because, well, they picked that level. So anyway, moving on. Let's see here. For me, I would lean more towards shorts. Now, as far as the shorts go, Bitcoin has been giving us a bunch of chop. Nothing but chop, nothing but chop, nothing but chop, nothing but chop. And then when it does finally break a level, You know, we go down for, shoot, man, it's not even a few days, it's like a day, and then it just wrecks everybody. So if you're planning on doing any of these trades, I recommend just having that mindset. You know, just, it's a short-term trade. Let's go back over here, Ethereum. Let's go ahead and do this. Pick off these. I am leaning more towards coming down. And then it really depends on Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to start bouncing and going up? If so, then we'll get the bounce here. But if Bitcoin gets rejected at a level or just starts dumping, there's a really high chance that all these coins will also continue down. And this is why I'm looking for shorts. We got Cho in the house. What's up, Cho? Cho's saying hi. What's up, Cho? Appreciate you, man, being here. We're going to go to Ondo in just a moment. Any other coins, guys? Any other coins? I would definitely look for... Trying to see. Let me take this. Take that down a notch. Okay, so I do want to see, in order for me to go short, I do need to break this level. Which is really close to our 382 level. Let's go and take this off too. So I do like it for a short. There's a couple coins that I like for a short. But this one I would think more down than up, just because it's gone up. That's my thought process. I'm currently shorting ETH. Good. I was just going to ask you too. Are you longing or shorting, or are you thinking about longing or shorting? Yeah, right now I'm shorting Bitcoin. So I like it. So what I would do if I was looking at this for a trade, I would actually have my alerts at 25.48. I'd have my alerts. Once the alert goes off, I would make sure that at least the 5-minute candle closed underneath 25.52, and then if so, I'd enter the trade. But you never want to do it when it just dumps. You want to have, you know, down, up, down, up, down. You want to have that type of movement. You don't want to be way up here and then it dumps and then you enter, because now it's going to come more than likely up 38, maybe 50% on the way up. But I do like it for a short. Nice call on that one. Let's see here. Let's do Ondo. Okay, let's go ahead and delete our 13 drawings. Jorge says, Bitcoin looks strong to me for tonight. Either way, I peak in the morning, always, yeah. So for me, Bitcoin, oh man, to me it looks weak. And that's one thing too that I love about watching other traders is, you know, we don't always agree. And that's why I recommend everybody watching a lot of different traders, because you can get different perspectives. You don't want an echo chamber. You don't want, you know, to watch 10 people that say the exact same thing. You want to watch 10 people that have different thoughts, you know, to where it's like, oh, well, I think you might do this, or there's a trend line or a pattern or divergence that other traders may not see or maybe even use. But for me personally, I do think that, you know, come down, it'd be healthy here to here. And then let me just look. And I really wish we didn't have all this chop, because I believe it was today where, you know, on my live stream I was like, I don't know which way it's going to go. And normally I can tell you like a path showing you which way, but normally I don't. Let's go ahead and hide all this. See, on the daily, we broke out of the downtrend. I wouldn't necessarily call it a downtrend. I mean, a trend line. Yes. But for the downtrend, if we're doing market structure, it would, definitely have to break this one, but at least this level first. And that's why, the past couple of days, for me personally, I'm not like macro bullish until we break this level, but especially this level. And that's why I'm always saying, once we get into that zone, then I'll be bullish. But right now, it wouldn't hurt to, come down here. But we happen to be catching bids off the downtrend line at the moment. Yeah, so here would be our trend line. And we did break the trend line, but for me, in order for it to break the downtrend, it first has to break this level. And then this one's really close to it. So I wouldn't even consider this one. I would need this one. I would need this one to break for it to be, for me, bullish. And then break this one for me to be bearish. Macro term. But yes. So looking at Ondo, let's go to the daily time frame. Okay, Ondo, I love Ondo, and man, Ondo is really disappointing me. So much disappointment. Okay. So this is what I see. This level. Guess I can do this level. This level. Hey, we got Dave P in the house. What's up, Dave P? Appreciate you, man. With the bingos and the bangos. What's up, buddy? So this is our zone. We were bouncing really nice here. We went underneath it, started getting rejected. Like, uh-oh. Came down to this other little zone or level. Came up, started bouncing again. Bounce again. Then we're kind of dancing with it. Came down to the bottom, and right now we're right underneath resistance. 4-hour time frame. So to me, this is looking strong. Looks way stronger than a lot of these other coins that we're seeing. Came down, came up, came down, and what I want to show you is I do this on all. Well, I can just eyeball it, but just to show people, for the price came down right to the 382 level. This is the minimum that I want to see it pull back to. I don't want to see it going to the 23% level. I want to see it going to the 38% level, possibly the 50. But it came down here, bounced beautifully, came up just above the 382 level, which is fine. But what it's doing pretty much you can call it a double bottom if you want, or an equal low. But usually when I like calling double bottoms, it's when it's down here. It's not like, this is internal structure. I like seeing it when it's like the peaks, the major, man, I can't even talk right now. The highest points or the lowest points. That's what I see. All right. So this one looks pretty strong. Came down, bounced here, went up. Beautiful rejection area right here. Nice. Came down. And this right here showing a lot of strength because they could have easily broke this level to get some of this liquidity. I think it's so funny, like all these liquidity traders, if the price would have come down, say to here, and then come up and do this number, first thing out of their mouth, look guys, it came for this liquidity and blah, 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 and join my group and I show you how to do all this stuff. But when it doesn't do that, and instead it goes up like this, look guys, it came for this liquidity and this liquidity and this liquidity. It's like, if you just kind of realize there's liquidity being built up and down. This is why I trade level by level. because if it breaks this level, pretty good chance it's going to come for this area. If it breaks this level, pretty good chance it's going to come for this area. So what I do is I show you in the moment of the trade versus after the fact. A lot of these traders out here, they like say, oh, look, this is what it did. Yeah, but what is it going to do? Potentially, nobody knows. But what do we have a higher likelihood where the price might go? For me personally, I think this one price is going to come down. But Joe, you just said it was going to be good. Hey, what's up, Sam? Well, I think it's going to come down to go up. That's what I think. So what I'm always doing is I'm always looking at this from the fib level perspective, and I always draw it with my eyeballs, but so that everybody else can see it. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I always draw this with my eyeballs, and what I would like to see is for the price from here. I don't want to see it the 236 area. I don't want that. I want to see it come down a little bit lower, at least minimum 382. Then potentially come up, do a lower high, which is fine. Everybody freaks out, but it's fine. Then come down about 50% of this move to now come up and break this level and this level. This is what I want to see. Will I see it? I don't know. Only time will tell. But in my opinion, it's stronger for the momentum, for the strength of the move, for us to have a little bit more of a retrace before coming up now. Does that mean for you not to enter? Well, it depends on how much leverage you're using, because this is only a 1% drop that I want to see come down to. If you're just doing a regular trade, shoot, man. You can have your stop loss way down here, 10%. Nothing wrong with this. We're underneath this, we're underneath this. We have a little bit of a gap so that if, because other traders, they're going to have their stop loss about right here. This about this much away. So the market makers, they'll come here and they'll tap this where everybody else has their stop loss and go up. However, us, we will have our stop loss just a little bit lower, and this will be a regular trade or maybe even 2x leverage. Now the leverage doesn't matter. It took me a long time to understand that, because I'd always hear it, but it never made sense to me. The leverage doesn't matter. The amount of money you're trading with, that's what matters. Because if you are trading with 1% of your portfolio, risking, not so much trading, but risking 1% of your portfolio, let's say you had $100 in your leverage account and you do a 2x leverage and you have this way down here. Well, this means you're just going to be trading with a little bit of money. However, your 1% would mean that you're willing to risk $1. However, if you had maybe a 10x leverage and you had your stop loss right here, you're still only risking $1, which is 1% of your portfolio. But when you're moving that slider over for your margin, the amount of money you're actually trading with, that money will, be less because you're using more leverage, but you're still risking that $1. So this is why it's important to understand that leverage really doesn't matter as much as most people, think it does, because you're still only risking 1% of your portfolio, which would be, in this case, for this example, $1. But I do like this. I would like to see it come down a little bit more. Now, for me, this one looks way different than ETH. Let's bring up ETH again. Now, the reason this one looks different than ETH, and we'll put the other one on a 15-minute time frame too. Well, let's put them both 15-minute time. And go to ETH. Okay. I'll go back to. So we can see on Ondo, with this nice run up, come down, nice support, come up, nice support. So pretty much kind of like in a range type. We go to ETH on the 15-minute time frame. Bunch of chop, 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 chop. Then come up, chop, 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 chop. Lots of chop, and then explosion. So because we have this explosion, I would like, for me personally, to see ETH come down. For this one, you know, we had chop, yes, but not nearly as bad as Ethereum. So this is, to me, this one looks stronger, in my opinion, for the upside. And I'm trying to look for things that would put this for a short. Right now, I only see the long potential. And that's one thing I always do. I'm always looking for, you know, reasons for it to go long and reasons for it to go short. So the minimum I want to see this retrace is 382. I would love to see this though. Coming down here. Then pretty much doing this, you know, coming up, down, and up. Do I think it'll go up from here? I think it will break this level, 0.7839 to Alt J. Change the color of this. I think we will break this to come down. That's what I think. Any questions, comments, concerns, issues? Thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. And let me get a drink really quick. Yum yum. All right. Let's see here. Let me run through some of these coins really quick. Leader 12 drawings. Aerodrome Finance, I really like Aerodrome. See, this one looks, to me, this one looks good for a long. And there's some coins, and this is a very small market cap coin too. There are some coins that look better than others. You know, right now, let's go here. We're kind of dancing on this. I don't like that we were dancing on it. I would have liked to have seen just support. I don't like the fact that it was dancing. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. Doing lower highs. This is the level that I really don't want to see it break below. And you can see we had a candle stop, candle stop, candle stop, candle stop. And then we went a little bit underneath it. Let me see if I go to this one. I can do this one. So we had 2 candle stops there, candle stops here, all those candles there. I don't want it breaking below 0.7225. Now, in order for me to enter this one, I really don't like that this is so close. We got David Johns in the house. What's up, David Johns? Appreciate you, man, for being here. XRP, yeah, definitely, man. We'll check out XRP. Anybody else have any others? Let me know. XRP. So for Arrow, I do like me some Arrow. And right now, let me back out again. Daily. And we have so much potential on Arrow. It's crazy. And with it being a low market cap coin, I love it. Go back to the 4-hour time frame. Oh yeah, definitely, David. Appreciate you, man. Okay, and actually that's gonna be our next one. XRP. So we have our lower highs. Go to a 1 hour. Beautiful retrace. Now I want to show y'all something. Oh, I thought it went to the 0.5. But I thought this was right at the 0.5, but it went into the golden pocket, which is good. Nice, healthy retrace. I love it. Now it's starting to come up. If I was going to enter this trade, so there's two different ways. One is an aggressive C pool. Man, I haven't heard that one in a long time. Man, I lost so much money on that coin. Well, first, we made so much money in the group. We made so much money on that coin. It was ridiculous. Then we traded again, made insane amount of money. This is last year when, you know, we were doing like 80% and just dumb numbers without leverage. And then I think it was the fourth time we traded it. I was like, man, I'm just gonna put money in it and just hold it. So I put a good chunk of change in it, and then bloop, that's when everything started coming down. It's like, oh man. So I'm still holding it. Oh, which reminds me, I gotta get my stuff off of MEXC, because MEXC is charging me a fee. Is MEXC charging you on a fee? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. I haven't used it. I haven't used it in a few months, so I guess that's why they're charging me a fee. I don't know. I've been mainly on Blofin, but if I was gonna do this as a trade, safer trade would be the break of 0.8387. Higher risk trade would be pretty much entering now, and the yellows are always higher risk. The whites are safer for my circles, and I would have a really tight stop loss. I'd say maybe 4% with my stop loss if I entered right now. Here it's safer because here we could continue to, you know, do our lower highs and then just roll over, bloop, break this level, try to bounce here, and then bloop, go back again. All right, so let's do XRP. XRP. Go to daily. These are all the areas that I would like to see it come down to. We were looking at it way over here for a short. We ended up getting a short. I don't know if our first target hit or not, but as it's coming up, we did get stopped out, I believe, in slight profit, and then it started coming up and then just doing this. So all this stuff I will leave. Let's delete this just so we can have a cleaner. And when the price was here, I thought it was going to roll over. It didn't do that. Sometimes the path tools, sometimes, man, they are spot on. It's scary. There's other times where they are completely off, which that one was completely off. Right now we're right underneath resistance. Let me see this. Yep, just as I thought. So here's our another little zone. Let's do this in, I guess, this color. Make sure magnet tool is on. I always have the magnet tool on so it snaps in place. To here, to here. Our little zone. Go ahead and color in this zone a little bit. Okay. So right now, looking at XRP, man, come on, $5. I want to see XRP hit $5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see here. I still have some XRP. Back in 2021, I had a lot of it. And the person I was watching on YouTube says, if your coin's not making you money, sell it. Don't marry these coins, blah, blah, blah. I said, you know what? I'm gonna sell them. I sold like 75% of it. And sure enough, I made crazy bank while XRP did nothing. But I still have some. Very little. Very little. Let's go to 4-hour time frame. I don't like the structure. I don't like the movement. It almost looks like a very low market cap coin. What do I mean by that? This structure looks really nice. This movement, up, down, up, bounce, lower, high, bouncing. All this looks great. Then it comes down, comes up, comes down, comes up, comes down. Now it starts getting kind of weird. Because now it kind of goes sideways and then shoots up, shoots back down. Kind of goes sideways, shoots down, shoots up, sideways. Then down, then up, then sideways, then up, then down. This looks manipulated like crazy, and that's how the low market cap coins they look. They look very manipulated. This one looks like there's a lot of manipulation. Okay, so how would I trade this? I would wait. Oh, it moved the last second. I would wait for the break of this. 2.3445. David John says, me too. It went, I went at 2.26 and decided to wait. Yeah, it's too choppy. And man, it looks gross. It looks really gross. And this is on a 4-hour time frame too. Like you would expect to see something like this, like on a 3-minute, maybe a 5-minute time frame. But on a larger time frame, you would see nice candles, going up and down. This action, it's okay. Most coins are doing this, it's fine. But this right here, boom, come down, go up, just playing, come down, go up, just playing, go up, go down, just playing. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's kind of like having a sexy girlfriend and she's getting mad at you for looking at the other girl. And you're like, we're the only 2 people in the restaurant. You're like, but you looked at her last week. It's like, what the heck are you talking about? Like, just crazy. That's what this looks like right here. It's crazy. So what I would do if I was going to go long on this coin, I would actually set an alert. What is the price range difference between here and here? 7%. Okay. So I would set my alert here. Just knowing that we have resistance right here, hopefully we can break through it, and hopefully this kind of zone can treat. Why do I have that there? Is that on a daily? It is a daily. Okay. So I do need that right there. Good. So I would set an alert right here. If I was going to go long, 2.3960. Now what I do is I set alerts all the time. Now the reason I set alerts is so that when the alert goes off, I can reevaluate the chart. I can see if, we found support at certain levels, or potentially maybe I need to set another alert, which I often do. I'll set another alert and then I just wait again. And then when that alert goes off, then I'll reassess. And then sometimes like, you know what? Let me wait 6 hours for this coin. So then what I'll do is I'll set an alert on my phone, an alarm on my phone. Check XRP, check whatever coin. The alarm goes off on my phone, 6 hours went by. Oh yeah, check that coin. I check the coin. Okay, it looks good. And then I post it to the VIP. and I let them know, all right, this one looks good. But granted, the whole time, you know, there's a chat that I'm just letting them know, all right, I looked at this one, the alert went off, it's not ready yet, but just to let you know, because I do have some aggressive traders in the group, some very skilled traders that, you know, they love the fact that, well, they're leveraging their time. They're not having to stare at this stuff all day. And they just enter. They're like, Joe, I already entered it, man. I entered it on the first time you posted. It's like, oh, okay. I'm still waiting for it to be safer. And then once it's safer, then I post it in the official setup group, so that now the alert went off. I waited. I set another alert. That went off. I set my alarm. That went off. Now we enter. When we enter, there's a really strong chance that it's moving or about to move when we enter. So we're not waiting several hours or several days for it to move. So that's what we do there. But I would set the alert here. And then for the alert, I would definitely need, I'd say, a 4-hour candle. So we would have to do a 4-hour candle above 2.2927. But the alert must go off first. So there's a method to the stuff that I'm teaching you. Like, Joe, you're not teaching me anything. No, all the stuff that I'm saying, this is how I trade. Like all these things, like I'm explaining everything very, in my opinion, very thoroughly, so that hopefully you make money. And then if you make money, guess what you're going to want to do? You're going to want to have access to me so that I can update you on the market and everything else. That's when you do this. So my goal is not to try to sell you learn how to trade by joining my group. My goal is to show you I can make you money, not financial advice. I can make you money. You join the group, you have access to me, and pretty much leveraging your time. That's my strategy. That's my game plan. I want to get rich with you, not because of you. All these other people that have groups that they sell, they're getting rich off of you. I don't want to do that. I want to get rich with you. So that's my stuff. Let's see here. Meat Demon says, I think Bitcoin comes down another $400 or $500 from here. Then I think it gets back to, then I think it's time to get out of my Bitcoin short. Yeah. Let's go to, so I like trading this. Well, let me put this on the 1 hour. I like looking at the 1 hour time frame for this, for Bitcoin. Now, as far as me personally, let's see, let's change it to this. Let's go to Bitcoin. For me personally, let me delete all this mumbo jumbo. Let's go to the 3 minutes, because I pretty much already know what I'm looking at. $108. Yeah, spot on. So what I was doing when I was looking at this, of course, first I saw this level break. Like, okay, let's see if it comes down, see what it does. Then it came up, retested this same level, and I made a video about this for my group. And then it broke this level. It's like, all right, let's go. So let's see if it continues coming down. Now, as far as this goes, let us do this. Okay, so it went to the 382 for this leg, went to the 382, came up, trying to go to the 0.5, which is good. If it does go down here to the golden pocket, the very bottom of it, we're looking at 108.5. And I already have my stop loss and profits. Yeah. My stop loss and profit. See, David says, thanks for checking. Helps a lot. Hey, you got it, man. Any other coins, guys? Any other coins? Any questions? I love questions. Questions, as I mentioned before, does two things. One, it verifies that I know what I'm doing, which I think I do. And there's some people out there that it's basically just an echo chamber where they don't like questions. because, well, it shows that they don't know what they're talking about. For example, here's a question that was asked and the person got booted, they got silenced, they got removed. Oh yeah, CRO. Oh, C-pool. Sorry. We got to do C-pool and CRO. CRO. Yeah. So let's do that. Joe, you were talking and said something. I'll get to that story in a second. Ooh, C-pool. Okay, we thought we had our low right here, and then we ended up doing another low. But it looks like it's the bottom potential. Doesn't look strong. I want to say it looks strong, but it doesn't. Let's go ahead and mark out this level. So we had this, their level. So it's 4 hour. And I'm pretty sure this is a low market cap coin. Okay. But it's a nice little dip, and then it got a lot of strength. Says, just playing, guys, don't short me. Came up here, very nice, came down, coming up to this level, came down higher low. Not gonna lie, it looks strong. It looks like it has the potential to go. We'll put it that way. So the first level that I would be concerned about would be this level right here. I don't think it'll come down here again. So for me, like if we didn't see this, and one thing that I do that's different, in my opinion, I show you what I would have done in the moment of the trade versus, you know, there's a lot of people out there that will tell you what they would have done because they see certain things. For me, this would have been my buy zone. I'm not gonna label it, but this would have been my buy zone right here. Because of this, we wouldn't have bought here. Let's just say we saw it up here and we see it rolling over, breaking this level. I would think that we're gonna pull back here, but this would be my like ideal buy zone. And then sure enough, it came down here and it tapped it because of this and this right here. But I mean, we missed it, so it's okay. I don't think we're gonna come back down. If we do come back down, man. So let me do the worst case scenario first. If we do come back down, this is how I think it'll look. Bloop. Like that. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think what might happen I think it's gonna come down now. Starting to see some wicks. Again, low market cap coin. I think this is gonna happen. So this is gonna be my plan A. And this is gonna be my plan B. I like it. Haven says 95 million market cap. It's more a bet on Maple because C-Pool is Serb's competition. Hey, there you go. I do like this. I think it looks strong. I think it looks like it has the potential to be strong. Let me clarify. Now, what is the drawback from here? 20%. Oh man. So this one, if we did enter this, this would have to be a regular spot trade. And I'm afraid if it comes down, there's a really good chance. Hey, we got Mr. T in the house. What's up, Mr. T? Appreciate you, man, being here. If we do come down, there's a really strong chance, like if we break this level potential, and then definitely if we break this level, there's a really strong chance we get stopped out. And that's the thing too with like these small market cap coins. This little move, like on Ethereum, maybe 3%, 4%, but on this one, it's 18%. I like it though. Joe, why are you staring? I'm trying to look for reasons not to join the to enter this trade. I like it. Went down here, did this number. Hey, we got Board, the PC guy. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Maybe I can come up to here. Because like I said, if we break this level, there's a really strong chance we'll get that. So we can save 6%. And then let's just say it does this and it comes back up. Well, then we can re-enter it once it breaks the high. So this would be my stop loss right here. What I enter right now though, how much did it move up? From here to here, 14. Let me compare it to Bitcoin. 1 second. So it's pretty much following Bitcoin. The pullbacks are much harder. Had a really nice, stronger run up. And again, with it being a low market cap coin, you know, this is something that we're kind of expecting. Here we had a pullback. This one really didn't pull back. It's not following Bitcoin at the moment, the past maybe like 12 hours. I like it. So this is what I do. For me personally, I would enter, and then as it pulls back and it starts coming up, I'm thinking, should I enter here or the break up here? Here is safer, of course, but here I can get a lower price and reduce my entry. Just play it safe. Are we gonna get Crow next? Me Demon says on my ETH shorts, I think ETH can drop another $40 or $50 from here, and I would like to cover there. Hey, there you go. Come on, ETH, what are you doing, man? Get with the program. Get with the program. So right now on ETH, we do not want it breaking this level. This is the main level we don't want it to break, especially if we're in a short already. We don't want breaking this level. If we break this level, for me personally, if I was in a short, I would have my stop loss right here. This would be my stop loss. And let's change this color to blue. So I would have my stop loss, and I'd probably get stopped out too at 25.73. Here's where I'd have my stop loss, because if it breaks this level, there's a strong chance that, okay, maybe that was all the pullback we're gonna get, and then continue up. But this is where I put my stop loss. And hopefully it rolls over right here, because this is like the 782, 786 level. From this leg. I know I would, hold on. It's not the 786. I would actually put it from here. I was thinking this level, but no. Yeah, so we're in the golden pocket for this leg. I was gonna start it from here, but that wouldn't be an accurate pull. So right here, nice. If it rolls over right here. Let's see here. Let's do some crow. Let's do some crow. So we were looking at Pokey the other day, and is our bounce zone. We didn't get to the bounce zone, but I was thinking we're going to pull back to around this level before going up. It didn't pull back when we first looked at it. It went up and then it pulled back kind of hard, aggressive, and then shooting up. So this one looks pretty good. Fart coin. We're looking at fart coin too. This is all just teaching. But let's come over here to this. Me Damon says, I see fib level down there at 50 MA on the 15-minute time frame. So Ethereum, 15-minute, and moving averages. I'm not sure. Can we check Soul? Hey, Cliff. What's up, buddy? Yeah, man, we can check it, Cliff. So we can check Soul. So my 50 SMA is this red line. Let's hide everything. So you think we might get rejected up here? Possible. I had to pay the price of admission to be in the ETH short tonight. Got stopped out for a $25 loss earlier tonight, but got it back again. Hey, there you go. There you go. Okay, let us check out. So we did see pool. This one, let's go to this. And let's look at Crow. I don't think we've done Crow yet. Crow. Haven says Async, I guess, is my best performer on base the last 3 days. Hey, there you go. I've been traded on base. I've been traded on any of those. Too high risk for me. I'm a weenie. I'm a wimp. I need to be safe. I don't have money to just throw around. Now, when I have money to just throw around, sure, I'll do those and different dexes. Pro looks horrible. Targeting 25.11 on ETH. 25.11. Beautiful, right in pretty much the middle of the fair value gap. Very nice. Strong move. So Crow looks horrible. Do I think that Crow might have a chance again so here's story time. So last season, they, one of my members not my members, one of my friends, well, they were a friend, but they were in a group that I was in. And man, this group was large. So I had not just that one person, but a few people, but this one person stands out because he asked me, Joe, what do you think about, getting coins that are on exchanges like Crow and BNB and everything else? I was like, nah, man, like all those coins are for is just so you can save money on fees. Like if you want to save money on fees, then great, get the MEXC coin and the BNB coin and the whatever, but like to me it's just a waste in my opinion. Yes, you're saving money on the transaction fees, but I mean really, like how much are you really saving? I mean you're saving, but then what happens? BNB, it went from literally nothing to making millionaires, and I felt so dumb because I gave that advice, but I didn't know. That was my thought process at that time. So Crow, do I think that Crow could do something, not even come close to what BNB did, but do I think Crow can make money? Sure. Same thing with the MEXC coin and everything else. Sure, they can make money. But as far as this goes, it looks so bad. So horrible. I have some Crow. I was staking it to get that Crow card last season. Then they unstaked it for me. Thanks, guys. So this whole time I could have been having a whole bunch of Crow, but I don't. All right. So what is my thought process on Crow? Who requested Crow? Is this more of a investment or is this a trade? Let me know. Let me know, is this an investment, Dave P? Or is this like a trade? Because that's completely different. While you're doing that, let me see if I can. For an investment, sure, I'd buy now. Not financial advice. I'd buy some right now. We're at the lows. At the lows. If this is an investment. So if it went down another, shoot, man, 40, 50%, let's just say 50%. Investment, okay, good. So let's say I had $100 and I wanted to buy this coin. Nobody knows when the low is in. Nobody knows until after the fact. If this is an investment, and I think it's a good investment in my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but I do think this is a good investment. You're looking at it, maybe it doesn't go to all-time high. Let's just say here, 140% from here. So if I had $100, for me personally, shoot, man, we're at the lows. Like, can it go lower? For me personally, I would do $75 right now if I had $100. And at my lower bid right here will be $25. But Joe, my mentor, says to put 75 here and 25 here. Well, who knows? We don't know if it's going to come down this 50%. Now, granted, if a week goes by and another week goes by and the market's just crap and it's coming down and coming down and coming down just slowly but surely, and let's say you get paid again and you have $100 again to put into this, well, then what you could do is you can put $75 here. So now it's a total of $100 that we have. So it's $100 equals. And then what we could do, let's just say, from this point, We can pull it back down another. Let's just say, I don't think it'll go more than this. We don't. But just say, you know, for whatever reason, you can put your other $25 right here. Let's be your $25. Because again, we never know if it's going to hit these lower parts. But if it blows up from here and it goes to the moon, at least you're in it already. So that's my thought process on that. So I hope that helps. And I do like Crow. Man, I love BNB. Oh man, my ex-boss became a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, because he held BNB. He bought it. It was luck. He told everybody. He goes, I bought it because I was trying to save money on fees. He goes, I bought a lot of it. And he sold some at, you know, whatever price, and millionaire, multi-millionaire. Those times I think are done just due to the saturation of the market. And we really need new money to come in, but it's not tempting, all this chop. It really isn't. Good Lord, we have been going on for an hour and a half. That's nuts. We're gonna do Soul and that'll be the end of it. Wow, shoot man, it felt like 20 minutes. See here, this is a 3 to 6 week code. What do we have here? Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. This one, I actually did not post it in the group. I was thinking about it, but I was like, let me wait for potentially it coming up and then rolling over. So this is kind of how I do my setups in the group. But this is not an official setup because I didn't actually post it in the group. But the price was here. I was thinking it was going to come down to about this level before going up to about this level before coming down. And look what happens, guys. It came down to this exact level, came up to this exact level, and now let's see if it comes down. Now, granted, sometimes these play out perfectly. Sometimes they're way off, like way off. But shoot, man, look at that. Oh, and it almost hit the stop loss too. That is a really great risk reward. I wouldn't even have my thing right there. Well, let me do another one. Now, I'm not saying this is a short. I'm just saying like this is. So I have. Okay. I'd have one of my levels right here. Clone it. Send it to the back. Haven says he won't let it fail unless it kills him, which it might. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? All right, so we're looking at Soul. Doing these lower highs, lower lows. However, we started coming up here, which is what I was kind of thinking that might happen when I was looking at way over here. Let's go in a 4-hour time frame. It looks strong. Up, down, nice retracement. Up, down, nice retracement. Up. So we have this level right here, right at 107. Oh, let me mark it. 157.66. Beautiful resistance level. In order for my short idea to potentially play out, what we need to do is roll over right about now. If we break above this, then my short idea is canceled really. And now this may be the reversal. And it might be, you know, we went up, we pulled back to the golden pocket, coming up. If we break this level, there's a strong chance that we'll break this level and attack this level, come down and go up. Very strong chance. Let me know who's here, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know who's here. Greatly appreciate you, everybody who is here. You guys are the best. I am looking for a rollover. In order for my short to do its thing, I have to get that rollover. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set an alert. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. I'm going to put an alert right here. It's going to alert me to potentially look at it so that we could potentially do that short. But if it breaks this level, and I'm going to do another, and I'm actually going to set the alert too. Set the alert. If we break above this level, I'll just put it right here. If we break above this level, then okay, the market it did its retracement. It's bouncing. Market's doing good. Let's go. So my alerts for potentially shorting is at 150.80, and then potentially longing will be 162.14. But right now it needs to decide what it wants to do. Does it want to roll over? If it does, okay, the short. It already did this run up that I thought we were going to do, and now it's coming down. So we'll see. We shall see. All right, guys, that is it for me. I didn't even realize we did this for almost 2 hours. But hey, but when you're having fun, it's not work. And I love doing this. I love looking at charts. I love seeing, you know, the market. It's just really hard when it's chopped. And there's times where it's like, guys, I tell my group all the time, you know, if you're not in trade, just hang tight. You know, give it a few days. The market's gonna get better. And that's what we do. All right, so let us go to let's listen to the fib song. I like the fib song. I do thank you guys very much. Thank you for being here. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're here. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. There's no abbreviations. There's no acronyms. There's no complicated, you know, verbiage. Like I talk to you like a normal person. You know, I let you know how I think the market might move. I don't know how the market's gonna move. I just know the probabilities of what might happen. If anybody tells you they know what's gonna happen and they've been doing this for 10, 15 years and they can see, it's like, I don't know about that, man. But just so that you know, guys, be very careful out there. I'm here to make money with you, not because of you. Be careful for those that won't show you stuff unless you join their group. Be very careful with those guys. I do thank you guys very much. Let's jam out to the fib song. The fib song actually teaches you how to use the fibs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bingo bango. We'll talk to you next time.
Yeah. Trade intuition, reading the charts, Fibonacci levels playing their part. Price runs high then pulls right back. Catch that zone, watch it react. Made by Fibonacci, yeah, the math don't lie. Price gotta retrace before it touch new highs. Golden pocket sitting at that 0.5 to 0.618. Wait for the bounce, it's not too late. Pull back clean to the 382. Still got strength, bulls coming through. Halfway deep, that's a solid bet. But below 0.618, watch your step. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 and 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time it right.
Traders get scared when the price pull back, but that's just the market setting up the track. Watch for that fib retrace, let it hit key zones, then set the trade in right place. Danger zone lurking past that 0.618. Breaks too low, man, it might be too late. If price don't hold, better watch the slide. Next stop lower, bulls might hide. Wait for the move, don't rush the play. Golden pocket holds, then ride that wave. Patience wins, let the fibs align. Wait for the test, then claim what's mine. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 to 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time it right.
We don't chase no top. Wait for the pullback, let the price drop. Strong retrace, that's how it goes. Catch the wick, let the profits flow. New traders panic, dump too fast. But pros know that the dips won't last. If structure's strong, then trust the game. Fibonacci rules, it's all the same. Ride that bounce from the 0.618. Stop loss tight, don't hesitate. Risk control, gotta keep it clean. Patience key, that's part of the scheme. Fake gurus don't teach these lines, they just hype trades, wasting time. Trade intuition, show 'em the way. Golden pocket saves the day. Golden pocket, that sweet zone. Catch the retrace, let it be known. 0.5 to 0.618. Watch for the bounce, it's not too late.
Yeah, time
Right. Yeah, time it right. Traders love Fibonacci plays. Mark the levels, watch the way. Golden pocket, that's the key zone. Let's make this money, you're never alone.
All right, guys, let's make this money. You're never alone. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are the absolute best. We will see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.